Welcome to the Peak Performance and Peak Satisfaction podcast with Master Executive Coach Sherry Gregoff. Sherry helps business people perform better, get rewarded handsomely, and actually enjoy their work. After having her own career turnaround, she now helps other high-powered business professionals experience the same. Join the movement to work differently.
Welcome to the podcast. It's great to have you here. Most of us business professionals in high-powered, high-stakes jobs could reflect at any moment in time on how we feel busy and tired. In this episode, I will show you how to break this vicious cycle of how we view our situation and stand out in a crowd by feeling more content and purposeful in our daily life. The words we choose to think and say have tremendous power over our level of satisfaction and our performance. Join me in the ongoing practice to actively manage our minds and watch our business results and personal satisfaction grow as a result. Before we jump in, I want to shout out one of my clients who had a win in this area. Here is the quote from her. Sherry helped me see that my thoughts of, I'm tired, I need to slow down, were keeping me in a constant and frantic state of almost getting to a place of contentment and ease, but never quite reaching it. Now I realize that this is a daily practice to tame my brain and choose thoughts that actually help me instead. This client was caught in the trap, like so many of us, of feeling sick of being busy and tired all of the time. She juggled clients, team members, multiple bosses, regulators, and young kids, a working husband, aging parents, and a huge network of friends and family who she cares about deeply. Throw in surgery and multiple losses of loved ones, and it was reaching a boiling point. The default lens was that she would slow down and take care of herself, but every day the mantra was that she was busy and tired. Busy trying to be everything to everyone. Tired from jam-packed days, feeling pulled between different obligations, and feeling like she didn't have the support, especially in her workplace. In our coaching work together, we would consistently get her to a calm and grounded place where she took a constructive perspective, rooted in gratitude, and could once again see all the tremendous blessings in her life. From that place, she could plot rock-solid strategies to make all her goals come true and enjoy the process. But all it took was a usual trigger at the office to send her back into the routine of being sick of feeling busy and tired. Her breakthrough was realizing that managing her mind to shift back to that constructive lens was a process, a practice, like yoga or meditation. It's not a muscle you build and then forget. To avoid that muscle atrophy, it takes daily practice. Maintenance. Embracing the practice shifted the lens for her completely. Similar victories are shared by all of my clients, and I have experienced it too in my own career turnaround. So let's hop to today's podcast content and get you on your way to experiencing this also. Pause to consider the most common responses that you hear in the office and beyond to the question of, how are you doing? It's usually some version of stress and how it presents in that particular person. Busy, tired, exhausted, overwhelmed, running from meeting to meeting, behind on tasks, trying to keep head above water, hanging in there. From an outsider, they would wonder why in the world we would remain in such an awful lot in life that we chose. When we take a closer look, we realize it's often not that dismal, actually. Here's what I mean. One of my least favorite responses to this question is a sarcastic, living the dream. And yes, I hear that response often. Here's why it gets under my skin. so many humans on this earth would seize up our situation and consider it truly, without a doubt, a dream, with external circumstances that they would happily trade places into: a warm home, clean water, food security, an appliance and app for every task, work that's challenging, family and friends, health so good it isn't the first thought to every waking moment. You get the idea. Now, this isn't a shaming thing where I'm inviting you to feel shame or self-judgment for not being more grateful for the life you lead. No. This is a call to action, to take notice of the lens through which you are seeing your situation. I'm hitting you right up front today with the perspective shift, and it is this: realize that you hold the pen. We often talk about holding the pen on writing our future, but here is the atypical suggestion that I have for you today. We hold the pen not only on the unwritten future, but even on how we tell the story of right now and of our past. When we walk around telling ourselves and people around us that we are busy and tired, we will guaranteed feel more busy and more tired. There is a neuroscience-based explanation to this called our reticular activating system. When we say something aloud, our brain gets to work, highlighting everything in our surroundings that makes that statement true, and it tends to tune out the rest. Everything that makes us feel tired, everything that makes us feel busy, that is all that we notice in our day. We will inadvertently tune out every positive turn in our day, every luxury, every bit of affection sent our way, every small pleasure, every bit of beauty, every win at the office, every moment in our flow state where we are challenged and engaged. All of it will be overshadowed by this lens of busy and tired through which we see our existence. Let me say that again. All of the good in our day will go unnoticed because it will be overshadowed by this lens of busy and tired through which we see our existence. Let's take each one in turn. We are so busy. We oversubscribe ourselves and we overschedule ourselves. We leave our calendars open to anyone who sends us a meeting request. We go from meeting to meeting, following what our calendar says, without intentionally opting in to allocating our time to the topic or the forum. We just show up mindlessly and feel like we are being dragged through our day by all the people that we gave power over our time and energy to. We don't schedule downtime. We don't schedule time to do the strategic, deep concentration work. So we race from task to task, meeting to meeting. The day ends and we don't know where it went. We feel super busy, but are unsure of the impact that we're making. In our personal lives, we're also busy. Our schedules are filled with what the Joneses next door are doing, or their kids, or what society suggests is how we should spend our time, and any rest is replaced with screens or escaping the moment. So, at work and at home, there's no reprieve from the busyness. When I work with my clients, we take back control over their time, so they never feel busy with nothing but wear and tear to show for it. When we begin, they are overscheduled, overcommitted, and oversubscribed, attempting to please everyone around them, but dropping the ball or tormenting themselves in the process of pleasing everyone else. I help them design their days and choose their activities. When the day feels intentional, it can be full, but it never feels busy or directionless or wasteful. When I tell people what my life entails, they imagine it to be so exhausting, so draining for how I lead in my business, my corporate work, my community, my family, my home. They often shower me with, "Take care of yourself. Don't overdo it. You're so busy." When really, I don't feel too busy. I feel just right. I feel like I have lots of time to spend even doing nothing. I make time for the important things first. I get more sleep than anyone I know. Here's my secret. I do things that energize me, that fill me up, that recharge me. It's like I found the human recharging battery, and my charging stations are everywhere. And I'm not talking spa days. Confession, I can't remember the last time I went to the spa. Maybe it's because I don't feel like I need to escape or pamper myself, because I'm taking good care of myself and enjoying every day, or most days. I can make my daily commute energize me by making my car my learning mobile, where I listen to training and spark my intellectual curiosity. If it's not that, it's a confessional cab, where I make time driving my kids our special catch-up time with zero outside distractions. We're totally focused on each other. We take on the big topics, even if our eyes are on the road, and sometimes that makes it even easier to do so. I can make cleaning my house energize me by treating it like a workout, working fast, keeping my heart rate up, opening the windows, blasting the music, or listening to an audiobook. The time flies. I take care of my physical health, and I feel so great soaking up my beautiful and calm home for days to come. How I do these tasks that may seem like drudgery has to do with the lens I choose when doing them. My car is not a trigger for road rage. I don't tell myself I shouldn't have to wait to reach my destination, or the cars should be driving faster around me, or the road detours shouldn't be there, or I've got to get there as fast as possible so I don't have to experience this delay to my destination. Instead, I tell myself that I love my car, I love its acceleration, and I love my seat warmer, and I love checking out my surroundings while I listen to things that really spark my creativity and build my skills. I celebrate the pause while I transition from one environment to another, from one set of people in my life, such as my colleagues, to another set of people in my life, such as my children. Cleaning my house is not a task of disgust, where I harp on the manual labor as being beneath me, or that someone else should be doing this. It's not a chore. It becomes an opportunity to move my body in different ways, to be sure I keep that strength and flexibility. It becomes an opportunity to do a mindless physical task that actually invites my creative ideas to come spontaneously. It's an opportunity to model for my children what it takes to care for the home and the things that we use with a sense of pride. How it's a small ask to be able to enjoy our time in our home and invite others comfortably into it. It's an opportunity to lead my team, share the load, and teach responsibility. Back to the office, when we fill each day with rote tasks that don't feel meaningful, we can feel busy and also frustrated or hollow. We may feel we're working hard, but that the results don't show enough for the effort that we are investing. We are showing up to meetings while multitasking and spending countless hours organizing emails. We feel pulled through our days, white-knuckling it, or relying on willpower. There's a sense of resistance, obligation, and even autopilot, like we're working against our will. So we sum it all up in the word busy. But really, busy isn't the enemy. Have you ever felt bored? If you lived a life of pure leisure, would you eventually get bored? I believe that we are hardwired for growth, for contribution, and intellectual stimulation. We can fake ourselves out that we would like just pleasure, just delights, just consumption, just rest. But get really honest with yourself. I don't think it would feel fulfilling or energizing in the long term, and so we wouldn't be content. The real enemy here is being the wrong kind of busy. running around without a plan, aimlessly doing tasks and attending meetings, but knowing it's not the best use of your time. Doing a bunch of things that we feel like we have to do and don't want to do. I help my clients take control of their busy, to help them get engaged on the things that really matter, that they enjoy, that have the most impact, and to selectively choose what they will do and when. It's this designing of their days with intention that converts busy to full in the best way. It takes them from feeling drained at the end of the day to feeling energized. It changes the dread from facing the next day to inspiration. It makes everything on our calendar something we do because we want to. We enjoy doing it and we feel good after it, so we're excited to get going and get started on it. So if you are sick of saying you are busy and feeling you are too busy, it's time to schedule your free consultation with me, and let's flip this dynamic for good. It's what I do, and now it's your turn. Let's talk about feeling tired next. This one gets interesting. We imagine tired as a visual measure floating over our head of our energy meter. We say we are tired as if it is a medically proven thing. We are out of energy. We have depleted our capacity. I have coached clients with physical ailments that affirmed an identity of perpetual tiredness. I have coached clients experiencing loss after human loss that started to feel like perpetual grief. In moments like this, we can feel truly tired. We say we are tired as if it is fact. It's the news. It's what's happening. Here is my hypothesis to you for you to test and prove for yourself during this episode. Most of the time when we say we are tired, it's not because of the hours of sleep we got. It's because of the lens that we are using to see our situation. It's our destructive perspective making us tired, thinking exhausting thoughts over and over. Let's unpack this. In my own experience in the last couple of months, I have experienced some of the most significant challenges all at the same time. I got a concussion from a hit to the head. I had this a couple of years ago, combined with vertigo, and it landed me in bed, wearing sunglasses and eye masks from light sensitivity, keeping a hushed house from my sensitivity to sound. So when this latest concussion happened, I wanted to curl up in the fetal position, thinking it was going to be a repeat situation. In the early days, my body just wanted sleep, even during the day. I listened to it for a week, and then I committed to the outside world again. I could have medically said that I needed to sleep more for months while I was still feeling symptoms. Instead, I got creative and was willing to experiment. I found that doing some of my most energizing tasks actually filled me up and helped me heal. The thought of being so tired, I recognized, was purely a thought. When my body really yearned for sleep, I took the nap. When I was awake, I embraced being awake. I chose activities that gave me energy. Even in a state of a health condition, I found access to that rechargeable battery within and the charging station of embracing life even when experiencing physical symptoms of an illness. I decided what I would make that concussion mean, that my health would remain at the top of my priority list. Remembering that it's fragile, remembering that it's the oxygen mask that I need to put on first that would allow me to help others. I recommitted to rest and to my healthy routines. I also had a loved one come to end of life in these last weeks. In fact, I made it to 3 ER visits for 3 different loved ones in the course of 3 weeks. I knew that grief and worry could envelop me. Instead of repeating to myself that I'm tired of these curveballs, tired of these emergencies, I kept looking for the beauty in the challenge, the acceptance of things outside of my control. Not always my forte, admittedly. I took this as a personal reminder that in life, we show up for all of it. The good, the bad, the heartbreaking. It's all a part of the journey. And I'm here for it all. I get to choose how I show up. Broken and defeated, or full of love, compassion, and open to the emotions that naturally come at end of life. Showering someone with love who has loved me so well at their most vulnerable time is one of those priceless gifts that don't come around often. I honed in on how I wanted to show up, what part of my identity I wanted to lean into, and let this shape the beauty and the fragility of life, my faith in what happens next, the selflessness of all the caregivers and doctors, the compassion shared with everyone who comes into that circle with me. So back to when we say we are tired. Even in extreme circumstances that could absolutely make feeling tired be expected and excusable, I suggest that even then we don't benefit from repeating to ourselves that we are tired. Because here too, the more we think we're tired, the more our brain will present to us all the reasons why we should feel tired and are warranted in feeling tired. Knowing that this is how our brain works, why not tell ourselves that we have renewable energy instead? With every activity in the day, consider how it recharges our energy. Even the house cleaning, even the commute, even the meeting-heavy calendar. How can we use that time to fill up, regroup, and recharge? That tiredness that we think is a measure flashing above our heads isn't a measure of our physical energy. It's a measure of our emotional energy. Now, for parents of babies, I know you might be obsessing over exactly how many hours of sleep you got last night and for the last 6 months, and tired feels very real. Sleep deprived with a little one is one thing. Sleep deprived from lying awake, worrying about your work in bed is another. Sleep is important, and I don't want to undersell the importance of it, but tired can also be a state of mind. Tired as a state of life. It's not about physical hours of sleep. It's a mindset. So, we are sick of feeling busy and tired. I recently rewatched that stand-up comedy segment of Bill Cosby, saying with his parents they are always repeating how sick and tired they were of their kids' behaviors. The phrase, "I am sick and tired," would just roll off their tongue all the time. It makes me laugh, but it's also true. We get into little patterns like this where we just get used to saying things, and we say them mindlessly. I'm busy and tired. Here's the thing. We really must carefully consider what words we're choosing after the powerful words of I am. It's how you see yourself. It's how other people will see you. It's almost like a name or an identity that we choose. It's our brand. It's our lens. Let me highlight that when we are repeating to ourselves that we are busy and tired, we don't often seek or accept help to get out of this cycle. As successful business people, we may tell ourselves, I shouldn't be feeling this. We feel like something has gone wrong. We don't like it, and we resist it. We don't want to feel this way. In fact, we'll do anything to not have to feel this way, this sick and tired. In fact, we'll do anything to not have to feel this way. This is usually when we escape with substances, or shopping, or eating, or screens, as a way to get some kind of relief. But of course, it's only temporary, because as soon as we leave the mall, or the spa, or the bar, or the restaurant, we go back to feeling busy and tired, and that same old thought pattern. Another reason why we don't often seek or accept help to get out of this cycle of busy and tired is that we tell ourselves, I've read a lot about this. I should know how to overcome it. I've had tremendous success. How can I not figure this out? People come to me for solutions. It's embarrassing that I can't figure out a solution to this problem that's been plaguing me for so long. So we just keep reading without the tools to implement or to drive change for ourselves. Another reason why we don't often seek or accept help to get out of the cycle of busy and tired is that we tell ourselves, every colleague I have feels just like me. I just need to suck it up. This is adulting. It's the price I must pay for this success. And so we suffer in silence. And the last reason why we don't often seek or accept help to get out of the cycle of busy and tired is that we feel a level of shame or judging ourselves, that we're being selfish by wanting more or by hiring expert help. We're here to help other people, our clients, colleagues, bosses, kids, spouse, family, friends. To seek out help for our own benefit can seem self-centered. So we suffer. And who pays for it in the end? Everyone around us that we care about so much. We don't put the oxygen mask on first, so we struggle to help anyone else with theirs. It doesn't have to be this way. With my coaching, my clients emerge from the busy and tired cycle, and they feel that the transformation is priceless. They get to show up energized and content with ease everywhere they go. They thrive in their careers and at home. People may say to them, I don't know how you do what you do. I would feel so tired. It's too busy for me. But when they see how calm and at ease they are, gracefully moving through life with gratitude and appreciation, it just does not compute. It's not the norm. It took enlisting the help for better work in life. It took getting expert guidance and trying new things to change their situation for the better. It resulted in them putting down the busy and tired identity for good. This makes us stand out in a crowd in the best way. It positions us to help others in the best way that we can, to live our full potential and to leave a mark everywhere we go for the better. This shedding of the sick of being busy and tired routine and identity enables you to perform better with more satisfaction. Don't let this labeling hold you back anymore. Let's get this done for you in our one-on-one together. The link to schedule is in the show notes. Today is the day for you to make a change, and the first step is this free consultation. Schedule it now. Until next time.
Looking for support in applying the principles and strategies in today's episode? Sherry coaches clients one-on-one as their trusted confidant and advisor, helping each client create the work and life they had only dreamed of. To schedule your complimentary career strategy session, go to sherrygregoff.com/apply to book time with her today. It's one simple step that can change everything.